Majesty's now called forth. Plain old heck. Plain old Holly.
You wouldn't mind joining us, Matt. I'd like to brag about this. I went to Gulf Wars this year. It was really fun. A lot of you joined me there, and we had a great time. One day I challenged somebody to a breakdance fight. He didn't know it. It was okay. I won. The next day, I went to the Lady of the Rose. And I was having a great time. I was having the best time. I was hanging out, we had balloons, we were on a pretty little rug. It was the best day ever. Yay! Yay! Because that's what we do at the Queen's Rapier, or the Rose Party. And as I was sitting there, surrounded by these individuals that had been so loving and kind to travel all the way across the country, this individual comes up and he says, "Your Majesty, would it be okay if my robe joined you?" And I said, "Who the heck is your robe?" And he grabbed her and he brought her over. And it was a good friend of mine. I was like, "Why were you sitting with me in the first place?" But he didn't know. He didn't know that that was a good friend. What he knew was that his rose was sitting alone. His rose didn't feel like the world was embracing her the way it should have. And he saw that. And he solved that. And there's something unbelievably special between, and I'm going to cry now because this order means more to me than anything in the world. This order is what made the first train I had functional. Thank you very much, National Rail. Because this order takes care of the roses and takes care of the queen. And they do it not because of who you are and not because of what you've done. They do it because they love you and you fought for them years and years and years ago. Because the rapier fighters are connected to the queens of the Outlands in a way that you cannot imagine. Rapier was not always allowed in the SCA. At one point it was, and then it became an insurance issue, and that's fine. But they I will never be able to express the love that I have for this order. And when Wade came to me and said, my robe deserves to be here, I realized that this order was incomplete. And I did that before all of you started sending me recommendations. Give me credit for it. Because then after I was swanning around being like, I'm so cool, I know who's going to be the best white scarf ever, I'm sneaky, all of a sudden I was just getting flooded. They're like, have you thought about Blaine? He is so amazing. And I was like, I know, right? But that's what he gives us. That's what he gives his kingdom. And it's not just me that sees it. It's not just the white scarf. It's everybody in this kingdom that sees his love for rapier fighting, for combat, and for service to the symbol of beauty and grace that we have committed ourselves to in this society that I have the privilege of representing. And Blaine deserves a most his spot.
We, Hrothgar England, King and Queen of the Outlands, unto all to whom this present letter shall come greetings, being mindful of the great skill with which he wields the rapier's flashing blade, and also of the exemplary courtesy shown both on the field and off by our subject, Blaine Howie, and none other as a sign, and willing that his person shall be honored and required by his deserts for very valiant deeds. We do therefore this day prefer and create him as defender of the white scarf of the outland. From this day forth he shall be styled Don in recognition of his achievements, whereby we do elevate and affirm his arms by great grant of arms to be borne by Don Blaine O'Howie, and none other as a sign of the esteem in which we hold him. We further grant him the right to bear the insignia of this rank, to wit, sable on pale argent, between two rapiers proper, a stag's antler burst, to which we set our hands this 30th day of May, Anno Societal 61, 46 Hrothgar, King, Ingrid, Queen!
And we're not done yet. Because there are several important things.
It's raining, it's pouring, the night's pensioner is snoring.
Get out of the ring. This is our chair. And the other chair is toward this one. There's some stuff in the chair. Let's go there. Let's go this way. Okay, so it's just like, this doesn't touch my ground. Is this your hood?
Yes,
Okay. It met ground.
that's fine.
This is nothing. Hi. Yeah, sure about this.
Oh, the whole.
We're good.
So many people. Ready? Now, what part? God, you were just easily. I constantly forget my white nose. And the reason why. He didn't need to, he didn't even know. And so, whenever he would say this, he ripped his in half. And ended on the And so, you need to have this for when you see a tree. For our newest White Scarf of the Outlands, 3 cheers! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
That's what mine was.
His Majesty now summons into court! Order!
Did you get all of her White Scarf speech? I hope so. Oh, amazing. When you post that, where are you going to post it? Are you sharing it? Okay, thank you so much.
So, no announcement, next weekend, there's a really cool event. It's going to be up to the Antelope Run tonight for Deep Fire. It's called Fire and Flames. It is a event that's all ANS. Now you have a little bit of party and drinking in ours for those who wish to do that. But it's an ANS event for anything you can do with little to no hours. Currently we got to have 4 portraits set up. We're going to have all sorts of classes, archery, arrow making, cooking, sewing, possibly hunting.